New York to the line. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. To throw. Here's Dart. Target is there, but it is incomplete. Defender saying, not on my watch. Making a hit to force that to the ground. It's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throw here, 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Mooney. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
They'll go, here's Dart. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Giving this to Genty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Bringing limited to a couple.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. And off to Genty. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Gay's kick is good. That'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Counter give to Tracy. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that gives New York the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Let's start on a play fake. Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they drop him at the 40. Tonka Hemingway. And that makes it second and very long.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Second down throw here from Dart. On him again, and it's the same results. They drop him again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Jordan Stouts headed out to punt it away on 4. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Drive starts with Jency. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Another give here to Jency. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Devon Holland there to make the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Off the play fake. Get pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. Abdul Carter. And that forces 4th and 14.
If you're going to go play action, Kate, you've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
32. First down, New York.
Dart setting in the throw here. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he gets home. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to Theo Johnson.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. Then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
That one splits the uprights. They jump ahead by 4.
Raiders 3.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Young on the return. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's the snap to Mendoza. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Mendoza on 2nd. Finds a seam down the middle. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that is good for a Raiders first down.
That's good for Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. This is Mendoza. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
This is Genty on 2nd. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
That's Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Darks looking to throw. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. Now here it goes down the right sideline. He will go. Touchdown, New York.
To Monique Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
Extra point attempt coming up. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Raiders 3.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he gets a few on the play forward.
And not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Mendoza. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And is once again incomplete.
Get ready.